Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ife. In this video we'll be making this very beautiful satin sleeping baby bonnet. If you want to see how I achieve making this, please keep watching my video. This hat is actually a reversible hat. You can actually wear it this way as well. So if this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. Please kindly subscribe to my channel and see you guys in my tutorial. So this is the fabric I'll be working with. I folded this fabric into half, equal parts. So I folded it 4 times. So I folded it into half the first time, and then I'm going to fold it again into another half, making 4 as well. So this is the folded part. This folded part, this is where we'll be cutting from. So I'm trying to adjust my fabric here. So the next thing is to take my measuring tape and measure from that folded out at the tip and measure down 10 inches. So I'm just going to place my measuring tape there and measure 10 inches. So please don't forget not to move your tape through from the top, just move it from the bottom part and keep on measuring 10 inches as seen. So we are making a circle, yeah, a full 360 circle. So I decided to mark 10 inches because of the ruffle. If you want to make it smaller, you can as well mark 9 inches, but I decided to use 10 inches for this project. So the next thing is for me to connect the next thing is for me to connect the line and cut my fabric. So I'm cutting on the line that I marked, the 10 inches line, and that is it. So I have my full circle here. So when I open it up, you'll see a full circle. So the next thing is to take the other side of the bonnet. You know it's reversible, so I'm using this satin for the inside, this plain cream satin. So I'm doing the same process that I did in the first place. You can as well, so you fold it into 2 and then into 4, like the first part. So I'm trying to explain to you again that you can as well place the circle that which you cut the first time and trace it out, but I decided to repeat this process again in this video so that you guys understand very well. So I'm marking down 10 inches from that angle. So I'm coming down by 10 inches and I'm not going to shift my tape from the top as seen. The only part I'll be shifting my tape is the bottom part, right? So I'll connect my dots like that, and then the next thing is for me to cut out my the chalk line that I marked. That's 10 inches. You can as well go by 9 inches if you want. It's your choice, but this is what I am working with right now, 10 inches. So the next thing is to open up my circle, and then the front part of my circle, the front part of the fabric will face me, and then I'll place the front to the front of the other one, so the shiny part of the plain satin will face down, so which means the front, and so we are placing the front and the front part together. So you can see there's some excess and the pattern print. So what I'm going to do is for me to trim out the excess. It happens like that sometimes the shape is not always perfect, like the way you want it, so I'm just going to trim out the excess fabric from the pattern, what's it called, from the pattern fabric. So I'm just going to do that all the way around. So I'm just trying to adjust it here, so you guys should watch carefully. So when next you are doing your own, and if you see that one of the circle is bigger than the other, just try and trim it down. Please make sure you use your pin. I'm sorry I didn't use my pin here, but make sure you use your pin to secure the fabric, to cut out the excess fabric, because it happens sometimes. It might not happen for you, but sometimes it happens like that, even if I marked 10 inches down here and at both sides. So guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe. Please always like my videos. I will appreciate that a lot, because it means a lot to me if you like my videos as well, so I'm trying to trim down the excess fabric here. So yeah, that is what I'm doing here. I'm just trimming down the excess fabric. So when I'm done doing that, I'm just going to sew it all the way around, but before then I'm going to pin my circle fabrics together so that it will be easy for me to sew it all the way around. So I'm just trying to pin down the circle here, the fabric that we cut 10 inches circle. So I'll pin it all the way down, but when you want to sew this, you are going to leave a space to turn your fabric inside out, right? Because don't forget to leave a space, because if you don't leave a space, you have to loosen a part that you're going to you're going to insert your elastic and turn the fabric over. So I'm done pinning. The next thing is for me now is to go to my sewing machine and sew half an inch all the way around. So when I'm done sewing the half an inch, but before you sew all the way around, please don't forget to leave the space. So that is the space that I'm showing you. That is the space that I left. I've already pressed my circle, and then the next thing is for me to mark down 2 inches from the from bottom to top. So I'm marking 2 inches there all the way around as well. This is where our elastic casing will be. I'm still going to mark another circle because this bonnet has, it has ruffle, kind of a ruffle kind of I don't know how I'm going to call it, but I'm not making it like a normal bonnet. I'm making it with a ruffle kind of. So I'm marking the 2 inches down. So the next thing I'm going to do is to come down from that marked area. I'm coming down that by like half an inch, but I'm going to add extra inch, extra quarter of an inch. So I'm marking, and so what I'm trying to do is to join down the chalk line that which I marked. So the next thing is for me to come up and mark 1 1/4, right? I mean half and quarter. I'm marking down half and quarter from that first 2 inches line. So what I'm doing is to mark half and quarter. The reason why I'm marking half and quarter is because the elastic that I'm using is like half an inch. But the quarter is for this allowance, so that my safety pin will enter freely. So I've already marked that one round, but the what I'm going to do is to sew the first layer. That's that one I'm pointing at right there, and sew it all the way around, and don't, please leave a space for elastic casing. So I'm done here. I'm done here stitching my circle round. So the next thing is to fix my elastic. You can use your edge circumference, for the elastic. And if you don't know the sizes, you can as well check Pinterest for inspiration for size chart of baby edge circumference. Yeah, so here right now I'm using 17, maybe 16 inches, I think. So I decided to use 16 inches because I'm doing it for a 1 year old. So now I'm inserting my elastic in that casing which we created. So after doing that, I'm going to merge my elastic this way and stitch it all the way down. Then when I'm done, I'm going to close up that opening, that opening which is open. I'm going to close it down with a stitch on my sewing machine. So when we are done making this, we are finally done with a satin bonnet. You can see how very easy it is. So this is the final look of my satin bonnet. So I decided to put a bow on my satin bonnet at the pattern side. So this is the bow to make it more cuter. So thank you so much guys for watching my video. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.